Let me tell you something. It's 2026, and imagine you are at the Le Mans 24-hour race, right? You are stunned by what just went down. Toyota finally shook off that Le Mans curse. They finally got their win, and it feels like true redemption after all these years. Remember back in 1999? It's like history flipped on its head, but this time, it's Toyota taking the crown instead of BMW. Now, when I think about that classic Toyota GT1, it hits deep. They called her the queen without a crown, cause it was so close, twice, but never got to taste that victory. Fast forward to 2026, and it's like that red paint livery of the GT1 brought some real justice to the TR010 hybrid. Toyota's win broke Ferrari's 3-year streak at Le Mans, showing their toughness under strict balance of performance rules. I'ma straight up tell you, the haters have been doubting Toyota, saying their earlier Le Mans wins didn't mean jack cause the competition was weak in those years. But this one silenced all the haters. They showed up, they showed out, and they proved that when it comes to endurance racing, they can handle the heat. It was a moment of victory 10 years after those tough late race failures in 2016. They really came back from that pain and showed how strong they are. Toyota's TR010 hybrid is officially the second Japanese race car to win Le Mans outright against European brands, following Mazda's 787B in 1991. Toyota's road at the 24 Hours of Le Mans is pretty wild. Just finishing the race is a feat in itself, but coming out on top, that's a whole different level. Now, I know it might seem like all about luck and having the best car, but let me tell you something. It's about survival. You're racing for 24 hours straight, and it takes guts and determination. Toyota has been in this game since 1985. They've had their fair share of wins, but let's not forget, their journey has been filled with some serious suffering too. You see, they've faced moments where they were in first place, looking all strong, only to have that devastating mechanical failure hit them out of nowhere. It's tough. But that's racing. So as we look at their journey, remember that it's all about resilience. They didn't give up when things got hard. Instead, they learned, they fought, and they kept coming back. They were so close to winning at Le Mans 3 times, 3 freaking times. Decades of hard work before they finally got it in 2018. Toyota's first major Le Mans breakthrough came in 1992 with their TS010 prototype, scoring a sweet second place finish. They ended up 6 laps behind the winning Peugeot 905, so they weren't super close to winning by time, but it was still a solid showing. Following that success, Toyota came very close to winning the 1994 Le Mans 24 with the SAR Toyota 94 CV. Toyota had a very strong car and led for most of the race deep into the final hours, but with just 90 minutes left, bam! Gearbox failure hits them out of nowhere at the front of the pits. Just like that, they got knocked down to second place like it was nothing. They got passed by the Porsche Dower 962, which cruised to victory. The Toyota fans who were cheering had a severe sour taste in their mouths. The next example is this Toyota TS020, known as the Toyota GT1. That was my childhood favorite. We talking late 90s when Toyota was right there, almost snatched that Le Mans win in 1998 and 1999. You know what I'm saying? They put in the hustle to build a car that could dominate, and they made something real special. The Toyota GT1 stood out immensely among its rivals. With its bold, rocket-like looks and blistering speed, it was a GT1 car in disguise as a Le Mans prototype. Though it was built to meet FIA GT1 rules, all about that aerodynamics. Despite its high potential at Le Mans 24, mechanical failures and tire punctures robbed it of the overall victories it was fast enough to win. In 1998, Toyota had a gearbox failure with an hour left in the race. They had to pit for repairs and finished 9th, while Porsche snatched that victory right from under their noses. But 1999 was memorable. Toyota went up against BMW, Audi, and Mercedes, and you best believe they had the best car on that track. They were out there begging to outshine those Germans. It was a showdown. Then disaster struck. 2 of their cars went kaput, and there was just one Toyota GT1 left trying to catch that BMW V12 LMR. With about an hour to go, they were charging for that lead like it was the last slice of pie at a family gathering, and then bam, a tire blew out. Just like that, their chances for first place faded, and BMW got its first Le Mans win. Toyota took second place, but their feelings were remarkably hurt. It's 2016, and I promise you, whoever's watching this heartbreak for Toyota ain't no joke. It's not funny, and it doesn't get any worse than this. So this is the TS050 hybrid built on FIA LMP1 rules that was fast enough to beat Porsche and Audi in a heartbeat. Of course, we get straight to the point. So what happened was this: Toyota lost power randomly on the start-finish line on the final damn lap of the 24-hour Le Mans race, similar to the 1994 race. A messed up turbocharger connector took them down. The worst part, the number 5 Toyota walked away with a did not finish, while the number 6 finished second but 3 laps down. Porsche took the unbelievable win like it was a gift. The Toyota crew was in shock, in tears, and completely shattered. This can't be forgotten. After years of painful failures, Toyota shed tears of joy when it finally won the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 2018 for the first time. They did it with the same car, and it was very emotional. But then some fans got upset because Porsche and Audi weren't in the race anymore, just private teams competing. So Toyota easily went on a 5-win streak from 2018 to 2022. But a lot of fans saw the competition was lacking in the top class of World Endurance Championship, which it was. Don't get me wrong, Toyota's wins were a big deal, but not everyone was happy about it either. Now, I'm not here to attack anyone, but let me tell you something. It ain't Toyota's fault that they didn't have much competition in those years at the 24 Hours of Le Mans and the World Endurance Championship. Porsche and Audi skipped out on the top LMP1 class cause they were going through a bunch of BS. Volkswagen Group was caught in a major emissions scandal that hurt their pockets, so they had to cut their racing budget. And that LMP1 hybrid tech they were using got really expensive, so they just dropped out. But Toyota was like, hell nah. They stayed committed since 2012, spending big bucks to keep racing when others weren't. They worked hard to finish those 24-hour races to win once the big German teams bowed out. You can't knock them for that. Toyota kept LMP1 alive longer and used those years to defeat their historic Le Mans curse. Understood? The fans who were knocking Toyota for winning Le Mans should remember Audi's dominant Le Mans era in the 2000s when they also beat privateers and faced little factory competition. But we didn't downplay Audi for that, because both of these periods showed that the car makers earned their streaks through hard work and preparation no matter how many cars were on the grid. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you something. Have your thoughts on Toyota still held up? Or have they changed now that you see the whole picture? So FIA got rid of the LMP1 cars and introduced new hypercar rules that didn't cost a fortune to build. In 2021 and 2022, Toyota rolled out their GR010 hybrid right away and kept dominating while everyone else was still trying to figure things out. But then in 2023, things got exciting again. Lots of big names like Ferrari, Porsche, and Cadillac jumped in, and the races were packed with cars again. What do we call that? The golden era of racing. Toyota won the WEC manufacturer titles in 2023 and 24 through superior season-long consistency and reliability. However, Ferrari's presence became a threat to them, especially at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, where they were quicker. Winning this season doesn't mean winning this specific event if a rival outdoes you in a 24-hour event. The hypercar class grew competitive, and Toyota's days of easy wins were over. A mix of balance of performance challenges and small mistakes let Ferrari pull off 3 straight victories at Le Mans. So Toyota was like, alright y'all, we need to upgrade our car properly to beat Ferrari, and they did. In 2026, Toyota pulled off the greatest win at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. 1, they started near the back of the grid. 2, they did it with some smart pit stop strategies. 3, their cars were reliable and consistent too. Poor Ferrari was fading because they didn't update their aerodynamics like the others did. One of Toyota's cars, the number 7, had a tough time at first. They dealt with a flat tire and a sensor problem that slowed them down. But guess what? It wasn't over. They managed to keep their cool and control the race. When it was all over, Toyota finished in first and third place with BMW taking second. This victory silenced the critics who downplayed Toyota's dominant 5-year winning streak during the collapse of the races after these stupid misfortunes they went through. Yet Toyota showed everyone that even when things get tough, sticking to the objective and not giving up can lead to success. Perseverance is key. Before I wrap up this video essay, I want you all to know this video is connected to the earlier ones I made ages ago about Toyota's history at Le Mans. Be sure to check them out if you like. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for some more motorsports content. I'll see you next time. Peace out and stay safe. Chris the Radar out.